your seats.
A year ago, we do not only lose money per kilogram of coffee, we also lose jobs. The roasting jobs, the grinding jobs, and the packaging jobs are done by the children of the foreigners, while Africa's children are drowning in the Mediterranean Sea, going to prosperous Europe and running away from the impoverished Africa. I normally tell people that a shirt like the one I'm putting you on, which is made here in Uganda, has got 6 job levels. This shirt here. Level 1, grow the cotton. Level 2, gin the cotton. Ginning means remove the seeds from the cotton. Now, in many African countries, that's where they end. They end at ginning. Level 3, spinning. Spinning, you get the thread from the cotton. Level 4, weaving to make a fabric. Level 5, putting colors. Level 6, tailoring. So out of the 6 job levels, Africa has been ending at, many of the African countries have been ending at level 2. All the other levels out, the money goes away, but also the jobs. All those go away. The battle for value addition has been a big one because there are lobbies that want to keep Africa as a raw materials producing continent. In Uganda, we have moved in some areas, a bit in textiles, a lot in the dairy products, a lot on fish, a lot on sugar, a bit on maize, a bit on leather, a bit on furniture and wood products, etc. What is true of agricultural raw materials, is of course also true of the raw materials of minerals, forest products, etc. Uganda discovered some oil about 20 years ago. Up to now, we have not started pumping the oil out of the ground. We're about to start. But the main problem was we didn't agree with the oil companies because they were saying that we should build a pipeline to take the oil, the petroleum, out of the country. Then I told them that I had a rumor that there were human beings here. Why don't we process this petroleum for these human beings who are rumored to be here? It's not confirmed, but there's a rumor that there's some big battle. They told me that oil refineries don't make money. So then I said, but if they don't make money, those who run them, why do they run them? Are they Mother Teresa's? Now, I happened to go to Iran. I went to Iran. When I went there, I said, you people, do you have oil refineries? They said, yes, we have 9. Iran had 9 refineries. Now, here they didn't want me to have 1, just 1. So because of those battles, it took time, but now eventually they gave up. We shall build the refinery. And the pipeline also, and the main reason I support the pipeline is that it will go through Tanzania, my other country, so that they can get some share in our resource, which is theirs also. But that's why it's a very big battle. You can imagine somebody arguing, and when they made a calculation, the oil refinery here is very, very productive, very profitable. What they call the internal rate of return is IRR. It's very high, much higher than in other places. So that war of wanting to keep Africa as a raw material producing continent is a very big one. The value addition to agricultural products, this is H, ensures vertical integration in the agricultural sector, from the garden to the table, and from the farm to the wardrobe for clothes, shoes, etc. However, it also ensures horizontal integration with the other sectors, manufacturing, services, etc. How can you say that you are promoting tourism when all the food the tourists eat is being imported? In Uganda, the hotels serve Ugandan liquid milk, yogurt, butter, sugar, fruits, beef, etc. On account of reasons I cannot understand, some Ugandans insist on eating wheat bread and rice. In order to launch our agriculture on the journey of socio-economic transformation away from the pre-capitalist, pre-socialist traditional mode to modern commercial agriculture, we have done the following. Roman 1, politically mobilize through sensitization the people to move away from the pre-money, working only for the stomach, to commercial agriculture with the chibaro, with the calculation. 67% of the homesteads in Uganda are now in the money economy for the first time in human history. At independence, only 9% were in the money economy. With these measures, Africa will be a superpower economically. Since ancient times, this part of Africa had strong agriculture. We always have 2 harvests in a year. The harvest of Katumba, the season of March to end of May, and Omwaka, the big harvest of August to December. The harvest of May is called Wijegashe, the small harvest, and the one of August to December is called Omwaka, the big yearly harvest. All this was with the traditional technology and just the rain-fed agriculture. In some areas, however, there was some irrigation in ancient Egypt and the Kilimanjaro area. I need to conclude my remarks by talking about the issue of water for livelihood and for production, as well as the need for removing the non-tariff barriers in the CFTA, Continental Free Trade Area. Uganda is lucky in that we have a lot of water. Our major problem is to persuade our uninformed or misinformed people by guiding them to stop undermining our water resources by encroaching on the wetlands, the forests, the catchment areas, the river banks, and the lake shores. Some other parts of Africa, however, are not so lucky. Northern Africa has got a water problem. Even Southern Africa gets periodic shortages of water. Here in the Nile Valley, we are always arguing about the 85 billion cubic meters of that river at Khartoum, the River Nile. In the past, I posed a question to Dr. Boutros Ghali of Egypt, the following questions. Question number 1. Are you aware that the Congo River has got 3,000 billion cubic meters of water per annum going into the Atlantic Ocean? Because here in the Nile, we are quarreling about 85 billion cubic meters of water at Khartoum. But the River Congo is 3,000 billion cubic meters of water per year. In other words, the River Congo is equivalent to 30 Niles. Nile 1, Nile 2, Nile 3, Nile 3, 30 of them in the River Congo. On the issue of non-tariff barriers, there is no doubt that they undermine the advance of agriculture in Africa. Uganda easily produces all types of agricultural products: maize, sugar, milk, beef, poultry products, etc. The internal market is not enough. However, production is disrupted when in some years, some of the brother countries say they have bumper crops and de-license Ugandan products. Why do you de-license products of a brother country? If you have a bumper crop, let the products compete. I had some issues here with some of the Ugandan inefficient rice growers. Tanzanian rice is better and cheaper. So they were saying I should ban Tanzanian rice. I said, no, I cannot do that. If you are inefficient, get out of business, go and do something else. If you have a bumper crop, let the products compete. After the Ugandan product has been de-licensed, then you hear that the de-licensing country has now a shortage of this or that. Can they now import it from Uganda? By that time, the Ugandan farmers have been rendered bankrupt and have migrated to new products such as coffee that are mainly bought by foreigners away from Africa. How would African agriculture sustainable advance with this erraticness? I thank everybody.